Come on, it's already
blazing.
Yeah.
And
I'm hoping they're going to have a frolicking time after the show. So
let me borrow.
What about you?
It has been good, but I wanted to borrow the words of Colino. Freaky, fantastic, fabulous.
Oh, okay, that's Justice Colin.
Yeah, Colin. Okay, Accra Lions this afternoon we're playing against Nsoatreman, who were the FA Cup champions. Now, when you look at the two teams, Nsoatreman just tasted the league their first time. After that, they were involved or they were engaged in Africa, and we played about 2 matches, and today is Matchday 4, so we played almost 3 matches. They've not tasted the league after their
first game.
After their first game, now
they won their first game against Young Apostles by 2-0.
Yes, yeah. Because Young Apostles just came into the league, so I thought that was their first baptism in the Premier League. Now, Nsoatreman against Accra Lions this afternoon here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Accra Lions, they are now building a new team, because when you look at their setup now, majority of their players are not with them. So they are now putting a new team together.
That's what they've been doing every season.
Every season. And it always costs them when we start the Premiership. I'm not surprised that they've played 3 matches, but when you look at, they are now languishing at the bottom of the league. I'm not surprised, because that has been their hallmark. Every season, they will just groom the players and they will sell. That has been their business pattern, which I will take nothing away from them, because that is what they want. Now, when they are playing, you can see a bit of chemistry from them, but just that they are not too united, because most of the players are out. Coach Ibrahim Tanko and he's the technical director and the coach are doing everything possible just to put a team together for Accra Lions. And I'm telling you, we've seen it from them not once, not twice. The moment we get to the 6th week or the 7th week, that is where you see the team jeering, playing as a unit. So once we started, that is what we've seen from them. They are not playing as a unit. They are doing everything possible. And don't forget, when you take the league, age from every team, Accra Lions has the youngest team in the league.
They've got the youngest team.
They've got the youngest team in the league, and I'm not surprised, because at the end of the day, when you look at the philosophy of the coach and the team as well, what they want to make, I think that they are not there to win the league, because last season they had a respectable position on the league log, but this time around they don't want to win the league. To me, that is what I've seen from them. Not that they want to win the league, they just want to focus and stay in the league, because they have their own ideology or business acumen towards building what they want to do.
So Phil, I'm listening to Najid. It seems as if Accra Lions are struggling this season. First 3 games with 1 point and 18th position.
Like Najid rightly said, probably they are building a team, but I don't look at teams based on their results. I look at teams based on their performance. Looking at their performance in, let's say, their last 2 games, I wouldn't go far. In their last 2 games, like playing against Vision. Vision is a very strong side. Coming against Vision on the day that they knew they needed the points, they did everything. And believe you me, the coach Tanko is a very tactical person. He used Apinga, who is the left back, as an inverted player to help push his men forward and try to get a goal against Vision, who were very resolute. They played very well on the day, but they lost by 2 goals. That was a brilliant performance. I won't take that away from them. Vision also, we know how they play. Very aggressive, they play as a unit, very compact, and they won the game on the day. Their last game, going away, they played very well. And I'm not surprised they came back with a draw. Because, look, let's agree to the fact that they are building a team and all that, going away in the Ghana Premier League, in the league that is very challenging, that goals are very difficult to come by. They conceded only one. And probably, you know, in a team that you feel you are building, and you can score and go away and probably get a draw, it's no mean feat. Like I said, I look at the performance and not the results. To me, I believe coming to this game today, they seem very organized and are ready for this game today.
All right, so we're still live on Alpha TV, we're live on Metro TV, also live on Original TV, and as well as on the Ghana Football Association app. This is the home of the Ghana Premier League, and it's match day 4. And this afternoon at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, it's Accra Lions versus Nsoatreman. This is Nsoatreman's second game in the Ghana Premier League. They were playing Africa, talking of the CAF Confederations Cup. And so let's see what Coach Yapreko is bringing on board. He won his first game against Young Apostles by 2-0 at Nsoatre. Can he still maintain that momentum this afternoon at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium? This and more coming up. So Phil, let's look at the two managers, Coach Ibrahim Tanko and also Coach Yapreko.
Two brilliant coaches. Two well-known coaches, and I believe our game has been tactical. From my point of view, this season most of the teams have won their matches from the bench, and these are two young coaches that I believe they have something special up their sleeves, and today is no exception. Like I said, I always look at the performance rather than the results, and these two teams. We watched Nsoatreman go to Africa. Although they lost, they played some fantastic football. They played 3-back system from day one. I believe some of the players are getting to know some of the tricks, system tweaks about the system. So it's early days. Well, they've gone to Africa. They've had that experience. I believe they are coming to taste the Premier League again, although they won their first match. I believe they are coming to taste the Premier League again. How they face Accra Lions, who's been the boogie side in their last matches they played, is another thing to talk about.
All right. Okay, so we spoke to the general manager of Nsoatreman, Eric Alaji Dede. But now, as you can see on your screen, this is the arrival of the two teams. Beautiful scene. Look at the bus, look at the players, very composed, and they are ready, poised for the game this afternoon. At the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Now, so look at the home team, Accra Lions. Look at their dressing room. Najid, beautiful set of jerseys, and you can see the arrangement. There are so many changes this afternoon for Coach Ibrahim Tanko.
Yeah, Gattuso, Accra Lions, when you look at their arrival and their dressing room beautifully, and let's give credit to those broadcasting the Premier League for us, because at the end of the day, they are now giving us up to date what is happening at every venue, and I think that credit must be given to them. Yes, talking about the changes that Coach Ibrahim Tanko has really made, I think that it needs to be done, because at the end of the day, my brother was talking about tactics about Accra Lions, because I told you, and I'll continue to say that, because when you look at their team, it's virtually a new team altogether, because a team that can sell almost 8 to 7 players and trying to put another team together, it is not easy at all. Now, when you look at Accra Lions, you can't take anything from them when it comes to possession or possessing football. As my brother said, I was just trying to check about their last match that they lost against Vision FC. Ball possession, they played 65, Vision played 35, but they won. Vision won. So what was wrong? So possessive football does not win a game.
Okay, so talking about Accra Lions possessing the game, and look at their arrival once again, and this is how they entered the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. This is how they entered the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Beautiful scenes, and look at their bus. Look at the boys. Can they get the maximum 3 points this afternoon against Nsoatreman Football Club?
Brandon is part of football, but Brandon does not win a game. Yeah, you brand your team very, very well. But at the end of the day, when you do the branding and the players that have that what should I say, that zeal that force to win a match for you, that is also a big
talking
problem.
of Brandon, look at Nsoatreman Football Club, and that's their dressing room on the screen now. Beautiful pictures, beautiful jerseys, set of jerseys, and Coach Yapreko and his boys, can they get their second win in the Ghana Premier League? Talking of the 2024-2025 Ghana Premier League.
Gatuso, let me be straightforward here. Now, Nsoatreman is being managed by one of our own. And when I talk about one of our own, you know Eric. Eric has been a sports guy from so many years. Do you understand me? So he knows the in and outs of sports. I get him. Now, when you go to Nsoatreman and you look at their pitch and the kind of branding, the kind of ideology that they have, even the bankroller of the team, talking about Bafo, the MP, they know what they are up to. So I'm not surprised. When it comes to branding and that kind of stuff, I give them that thumbs up. And at the end of the day,
and giving them thumbs up, look at how they arrive at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. So this afternoon, they're going to witness two great teams playing a possessive game at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, and it's live on TV. It's live on Alpha TV, live on Metro TV, as well as on Original TV and the Ghana Football Association app. This is how they arrived this afternoon.
I thought Phil would come in.
Yes, the arrival.
Oh yeah, the branding itself, like my brother was saying, has been superb. They are, you see, getting the players happy, managing such a club and getting the players happy is the most important thing. Getting management and everyone happy, when you have that in place, you see the team would naturally gel and they will play much better. Seeing them, you see their faces, players are all happy, smiles all over. You know they are in for action this afternoon. Everyone is happy, and we know today is going to be. But to be honest, Accra Lions have been a boogie side for Nsoatreman in the past few matches that they played. Accra Lions have won. They've played 4 games. Lions have won 2. They've drawn 1. But it looks as if most of the home matches have gone for the matches have gone for the home teams. It was only the last match that Accra Lions managed to nick a draw at Nsoatreman. So it looks on paper that Accra Lions seem to be
favorite to win
today,
this afternoon's
yes.
game. Okay, so talking of this afternoon's game, the Ghana Premier League Matchday, for the other games which will come on this weekend, and super games. You know, there's a big game in Brekum Chelsea versus Kumasi Asante Kotoko. That is going to be a cracker. That will be tomorrow, and it's going to be live on TV as well. And Nations will also host Accra Hearts of Oak, another big game coming on at Dr. Kwame Che Sports Complex. Najid, your take on this?
Okay, let me take Accra Hearts of Oak then. Nations FC. The last time that Accra Hearts of Oak went to Nations FC, what happened? It was a disaster. Just that they were able to rescue a point. Now going back to Kumasi, Accra Hearts of Oak are coming back from a victory here in University of Ghana when they won 2-0. This time around, they are going to Kumasi, a compact team. Nations FC, when you talk about their team, they are very, very compact and they really understand what they are doing. When you look at them, it's a blend of youth and at the same time old players. So I see that match is going to be a very difficult match for Coach Ouattara going back to Kumasi.
And talking about that, talking of that game, there's been a lot of commentary surrounding the game, especially from the camp of Nations Football Club, and they are saying they gave 2 players to Accra Hearts of Oak and they've not done any payment. and they're going to seize their bus. So let's go. This is the home team, Accra Lions, warming up, preparing for the game this afternoon at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
So we are still here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, as she said, but we are talking about Accra folk there.
No, but let's go back because Accra Lions are warming up, and that's how they're preparing for the to look at the physical trainer issuing instructions.
Blue JC with a deep blue top. You know, Accra Lions is a team that you always wish to watch, because at the end of the day, they are young lads who have that ability, who have that capacity when it comes to passing of the ball. When you look at their possession, every game that Accra Lions have played, all their 4 matches, they possess the game. But at the end of the day, to make use of their chance, to utilize their chance, that has always been their problem. And I was telling you that, Gattuso, when you look at them, every season they will sell their players. So it will take about a month, 2 or 3 for them to come up again. When they come together, that is where the problem is. You can't beat them. Last season we saw, when we started, they were languishing at the bottom of the league, but they rose up, and where did they end?
Okay. All right, so still at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. So now you can go back to the big game we were talking about, Nations versus Accra House of. It's coming on tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah,
I think Abraham Kese.
Yeah.
Nations, as I told you, House of Folk, I know that tactically and technically, they are trying to play mind games with Nations. But Nations are also ahead because they have started. We're giving you 2 players. Where is our money? So if you don't give us that money, we are going to seize the bags of these players. But you and I know perfectly it is never done. When you talk about the laws and the regulations of our FA, you cannot seize a player's bag. The fact that a team have not paid you is not done. So I think that
there is a committee.
Yeah, there is a committee. So at the end of the day,
which handles such cases. So you can't say you're going to seize their bags.
It can't happen. Coach Kasim Mengel, to me, he knows what he's trying to do because the mind game has really started. I'm warning Coach Ouattara. He shouldn't focus on what he has said.
Okay, so we'll be discussing that game a lot. That's tomorrow. It's happening live at Abraham Kese. But we are at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium this afternoon. It's Accra Lions versus Nsoatreman Football Club. And this is the home of the Ghana Premier League, and it's live on Metro TV, live on Original, as well as on Alpha TV. You can also get it live on the Ghana Football Association app. Phil, we've done Accra House of Folk, another big game, Brekum Chelsea versus Kumasi Asante Kotoko. You know, it's been a difficult place for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Since 2010, they've not been able to win 3 points at the Golden City Park. Your take on that game, then we come back to the University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
That's another cracker for the weekend. And to be honest, Kotoko going to Brekum is not an easy fixture for Kotoko. In their last 4 games, it's always been Brekum at home, Brekum wins, Kotoko at home, Kotoko wins. So it looks like it will go in favor of Brekum Chelsea. But then, Kotoko knows these figures. They know these stats and all that. And I know Kotoko really needs a point now. So they won't go there. At least they will go to nick a point or to win the game. It is going to be a very cagey encounter. Both teams are set up in a way that they can both defend. They can defend as a unit and attack as a unit.
Okay, so now if you are watching us live on Original TV, Metro TV, and on Alpha TV, this is the Nsoatreman setup. Look at their warm-up, and this shows clearly how Coach Yapreko is going to set up against Accra Lions.
So looking at the setup, and I think that Nsoatreman, they've really not changed from what we know them from doing. From Maswell Kunadu to Yapreko, it has really become the same thing. Nothing has really changed. So I think that the way they set up, practically, you know, when Yapreko came to Ghana and he started his coaching, or let me say, all the former players that have started coaching, they have a certain philosophy that they always follow. And I think that Yao has never changed from his philosophy. Maswa Konodu is one of them. He followed the same philosophy before he left for Yao to follow. So I think that this time around, perfect for Yao Preko. But it all depends on where Nsoatreman, what I'm saying, Accra Lions, Ibrahim Tanko will start from. Because knowing Tanko is somebody who always varies his system, no matter how the game goes. The first 15 minutes, when he sees the opposing team, how he's playing, he always varies his system. So, tactically, Nsoatreman, this is their setup. But it will be based on how Accra Lions will be playing. If they are going to play to the tune of Accra Lions, that is also another thing. Because at the end of the day, you can decide to play, okay, 4-4-2 diagonal and play 4-4-2 the normal style. But at the end of the day, which of the coaches will be able to variate his system very, very well? That is where it's going to work for the coach.
Okay, so very soon we'll be joining Naya at the pitch side as she talks to the two managers, Coach Yapreko as well as Coach Ibrahim Tanko, very, very soon. So we're still live at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. This is the home of the Ghana Premier League, and it's a big game. It's match day 4 between Accra Lions and Nsoatreman Football Club. I love the commentaries around this game. Accra Lions are saying no, they've not been able to win a game this season. This is the time for them to win. And talking of Accra Lions, you know, they've made it free for children, free for women, and this is the first time they're doing such a thing at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. So I'm going straight to the pitch side to talk to Nanaya, and Naya is ready and the coaches are ready. Naya, if you can hear me, over to you.
Lions and Nsoatreman FC have faced who will win. Who is going to win? Because both of them, Accra Lions took it. He won both encounters. So let's see versus who will win. With me. Hello, try. League, and we are here to witness a game between Accra Lions and Nsoatreman FC. Both teams has faced off in the previous Ghana Premier seasons, and we are here today to witness the third game. The first 2 matches was won by the Accra Lions. So today, let's see who takes the 3 points home. Joining me now is the coach of Accra Lions, in the person of James Francis. This is Ibrahim Tanko. Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. We do appreciate your presence here.
Thank you very much.
All right, so you've played 3 matches so far, drew 1 and lost 2. Are you winning today?
I mean, we go into every game to win, and we know it's going to be a very difficult game against Nsoatreman. So, like I said, we are playing home. We had a very good point last week in Alerugu, so definitely, and we want to win our home matches so that we'll continue.
Why made you think it's going to be difficult? Because you've won 2 with them already. So what makes you think today is going to be difficult?
Yeah, I mean, each game is different, and we have a new season. I mean, last time when we beat them, they were not in Africa, but this time they play for Africa. So definitely they have a very good team, and like I said, we want to win our home game. So definitely we know it's not going to be easy, but we are going to try.
It's not going to be easy, but they are going to try. So is there going to be a change in your tactics because you drew one, lost two? Is there going to be any change to win today's game?
And I think we stay in our game, and during the game, well, if we have to change something, definitely we will do that. I mean, we are going in the game like always.
Going into the game like always. As he said, they always come into a game to win, but you know, anything can happen in football. But today, he's willing to win and take the 3 points home. So let's see what happens. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Gatuso, kindly take over.
So that was pretty Nana with Coach Ibrahim Tanko and Coach Yapeko at the pitch side. We live at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, and this is the home of the Ghana Premier League. You heard from the two coaches; they are all poised for this game this afternoon.
And don't forget, they were also playing maize.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we are going to see two former players, now coaches of our various teams, who will be locking horns today at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. I believe in tactics when it comes to football, because it always takes a coach with that tactical approach to a game to win the game. So when you listen to the two coaches, they are all poised for the game. Fine. They all have their various philosophies. They all have their various tactics. But I believe the coach that can be able to variate his system when it comes to the tactics, that coach is going to win the game. Because at the end of the day, they all believe in possession or possessive football. But when it comes to possessive football, whether you are playing the 3-5-2, whether you are playing the 4-1-4-1, whether you are playing the 5-3-2 system.
All right. Okay. So let me go back to the pitch side. And Naya is now with Coach Yao Preko, and that's the head coach for Nsoatreman. Naya, over to you.
But please join me. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
All right, so can you please stand for the yes. Today is your second game in the Ghana Premier League. We've played 3 games already. Today is match day 4, yet we've played just 1 game, and you took the 3 points home. Are you taking 3 points home today?
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Like you said, they are ahead of us in terms of matches, but we need to catch up. And we're taking it game after game. So it's all about, getting enough points and see how it goes at the end of the season. So this is also a game that we want to go all out and see how we can finish.
Yes, they've played a lot of matches. Today is the 4th match for them. You've played just once, but they have just 1 point and you have 3. So you are ahead of them if we are talking of points.
You're right. You're right. So it's a game we don't want to lose. Also, if the need comes for us to pick all the 3 points, we'll do that. But we are in to make sure that we don't lose this match.
All right, 2022-2023, you met them twice and they won.
Yeah,
so what makes you think you're winning today?
It was a different season altogether.
I know.
It was a different season altogether.
Okay.
Things has changed, so the strength of both teams are not the same. It's a different season altogether. So we'll see. We have to make sure that what happened last season will never happen this season.
Okay, share your expectation of how today's game is going to be like with us.
Oh, well, we know how good they are, young, energetic boys, tactically they are very, very good. So what we need to do is that we don't give them that space. We make sure that, if the opportunity comes, we bury it and then stay in the game no matter what.
Yeah.
And when you look at confidence-wise, after fourth match, they struggling a bit, but hey, today is a different ball game. and so we have to be very careful. And then by the end of the 90 minutes, I'm hoping we will carry the day.
Okay, so talking of tactics, can you share yours with us?
Yeah, we like I said, we don't want to lose. You know, we want to make sure that we go back to basics. You know, we've played two games in the CAF Confederation, and we didn't score. So I'm a bit, concerned about our goal scoring.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, coming back from the CAF Confederation to the league, we will find our goal scoring, boots, and make sure that we start using them today.
Sure. Definitely you have to. Thank you so much for granting our request. We do appreciate your presence here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So thank you to all the coaches that granted our invitation here with us. My name is Naya, going straight to the studio. Gatuso, kindly take over.
Preko, so energetic, poised, and you see his confidence this afternoon, and he's going to make sure his guys are going to take the maximum 3 points at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Phil, you heard from Coach Preko.
Coach Preko, very confident, and at the end of the day, it's getting your boys to do what you have asked them to do. That's what it's important. All the coaches seemed positive, but how they get the boys to play and create chances to score is the most important thing. I believe at the end of the day, my brother was even talking about tactics earlier.
Tactics, yeah.
Preko seemed to be playing one system from the start of this season in the Premier League and in Africa. They played a 3-5-2 system. But when you look at Tanko has, even in game, he has variated his tactics. Against Vision FC, he started with a 4-3-3 system. He variated the system, played a 4-5-2, a 3-5-2 system, and they lost. In their second game against Karela, they started with a 4-2-3-1. They conceded. He's changed the system to a 4-1-4-1 and ended the game with a 3-3-4 system. And they left it late to equalize in the injury time. That was how come they were able to get a draw. But in this game, just like I was saying, Tanko looks to be a manager who likes to variate his tactics within the game. But Preko seemed to go with the flow with what he started, and then probably if a player doesn't do what he wants a player to do, he will change another player to come and try his whatever he wants a player to do. And they have certain players in the game that you see that they use those players to variate their game. In Accra Lions per se, I was saying that Apiga played an inverted system against Vision. He played an overlapping game against Karela last week. So you realize that there are certain key players that the coaches may have to use. They look at the players' abilities to fill them in a game. They don't just pick a player to go and do whichever job they want them to do. This is a game that Accra Lions need to win this game. So it is a do or die for Accra Lions.
Okay, do or die for Accra Lions. But Najee, do you think this is a case for Nsoatreman to let their fans know that no, they were in Africa? A lot of the fans are disappointed with what happened to them. They are out of the CAF Confederations. This is the time for their fans to believe in them that no, you can make it in the Ghana Premier League.
Making it in the Ghana Premier League, so I think that they have no cause for alarm, because we've seen Nsoatreman in the Premier League. Just that when they went to Africa, unfortunate for them, where they passed, that is where the problem lies, because when you meet them,
alongside Constantine,
yes, North African teams,
yeah.
And I'm telling you, they've developed their football to a certain level that we are also trying to be there. I'm not saying that our level is low. We are not low, but when you look at the kind of players that they buy and the kind of players that we bring up, I think that there's a vast difference. But we are also catching up. When they came here, Nsoatreman did really well, but when they went there, so many things happen in football. Nsoatreman, they have no case. They are already in the Ghana Premier League. But I think that they are at the fingertips of Yapreko. We saw Maswo Krodu, his fingertips on the team. But Yapreko, are we going to see the same thing? My brother talked about Yapreko being a one-sided tactical manager, but which I also believe that has been his hallmark. Let's go back to the playing days of Yapreko. He was a typical winger. When we talk about Ghana, our system has been the 4-4-2, either the normal system or the diagonal style. So when Yapreko was playing for Accra House of Folk, when Yapreko was playing for the Black Stars, when he went to Anderlecht, that has been his system. So he believes the 3 back, then use the 2 laterals. That has been his system because that was what he was known for. And don't forget, he was named Yarash because he believed in that system. And it's really helping in Nsoatreman. Accra Lions, as good as Coach Ibrahim Tanko is in variation, they should be very careful. Because when you have a team that is playing 3 back, attacking with the laterals, it's a big problem. Because if you're not able to variate well, my brother is aware. When they played their last match against Vision, what happened? That Vision scored them. It was through the variations. So you can variate your system. But when you don't get it right, the opposing team will take advantage of that.
Okay, so we're still at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. It's Matchday 4, and it's the Ghana Premier League, the home of the Premier League. It's Accra Lions versus Nsoatreman, live on Alpha TV, live on Metro TV, live on Original TV, and we also live on the Ghana Football Association app. You heard the fans chanting this afternoon, especially the home side, Accra Lions fans. It's been free for children and also women. This is a good initiative.
I think that I wish all teams will adopt that. I saw it from when Legon Cities came in the Premier League. You see Legon Cities playing and they will invite Sarkodie.
They use the musicians.
I get it.
To fill the stadium.
And they yielded the results. This time around, Accra Lions, they've opened the gate for women to come and watch the game. Children under 15, which I think is best. When we were playing, I remember when I was in sports council as a course player, I'll go and play. After that, I'll be a ball boy. Young lads were allowed into the stadium, and it really helped us because at that time you have the likes of Frempong Manson, you have the likes of Emmanuel Ampia, Ernest Apau, Akwesi Apia, Ade Chenchehine, Joe Debra. So when you're a child, you're a footballer, you just get to the pitch. You see how Joe Debra is playing. No, I want to be like Africa Joe. That one will ginger you. So I think that is a good thing that they've done because it will make the guys know, oh no, these are the players that I'm looking up to. Because now, when you ask any Ghanaian child, which player are you looking up to? I'm looking up to Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm looking up to them. But we have the Augustine Okras. We have the, what should I say? This young child from Accra of now playing for Nsoatreman. Such a wonderful guy. We have all those players. So it is time that other clubs must adapt this system just to allow our lads to look up to these players instead of relying on the foreign players. Because at the end of the day,
so you think all the 18 teams should allow children under 15 to come watch the games for free, and as well as the women who always sit at home? Some of them don't follow the Premier League, and this will make it big for the Premier League.
Gattuso, I'm telling you, they should allow that. Do you know, Gattuso, let's go back to school. We went to a boys' school, but those that went to a mixed school, Master Man come for. Yeah, Bobby, when the ladies are there and you are playing, look at the vim and the vigor that you used to play. So I think that they should allow that. But I'm looking more deep into the small lads who are playing, just to look up to our players that are playing in the Premier League right now. Because as I told you, people are looking up to Sterling Abra. I want to play like Sterling Abra. I want to play like Michael Osei. I want to play like Safu Javi. I want to play like Abedi Pele. Now, how many children will just open their mouth and say, I want to play like Joe Debra, Abedi Pele, or Prince Polly? Because we are not seeing those stars. So this time around, when we open the doors for them, I think that they will get used to our players. They will not sit down, I want to be like Messi, but they will tell you that I want to be like Ghana Messi.
Okay, so we will be discussing the final stage of the game between Accra Lions and Nsoatreman Football Club. But by kind courtesy of the Ghana Football Association and Alpha Sports Media, now everybody has been able to, they watch the game free at home, and it's massive looking at the kind of people, the kind of numbers following our Premier League. Phil, good initiative from the Football Association as well as Alpha Sports Media.
I believe Ghana Football Association is doing everything to get our football and the fans back on track. When you look at where they started and where they've gotten to with football in the country, I believe there are better things ahead to come. Because I don't want to mention a lot, but I know that there are better things ahead. Coast football is back. Come on, there are a lot of things that they are doing underground that a lot of people do not know. You need to find out some of these things to know that they are in place now. The Ghana footballer, I'll give them credit for everything that they are doing now and what they are yet to do.
Okay, so do you want to add?
Yeah, let me say, let's be. I want to go straight to the point. How it is, Kurt Okreku and his administration. Let's give them that thumbs up. Now, Kurt came in when we were in the COVID season. Everybody thought that, oh no, because of COVID, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Now they had issues with broadcast and that kind of stuff. But for Kurt Okreku and his administration, just to put together and come out with a TV station just to broadcast the Premier League for those even outside, those in their homes, to witness that, it is a big plus for them. Because Gattuso, how many people had that chance to watch the Ghana Premier League? But now people are watching it. Everybody is watching it. So I think to me, they've really done really well, and we have to give them thumbs up. Because at the end of the day, people are talking about his manifesto. Yeah, when you take Kurt's manifesto, it was one of these. So it has happened. Okay. So thumbs up to him. Right. And they should continue with that.
All right. So people are able to watch the Ghana Premier League for free now in their various homes, and that's why it's also live on Metro TV, live on Alpha TV, live on Original TV, and on the Ghana Football Association app. It's the home of the Premier League, and it's Matchday 4. Okay. So very soon we'll be handing over to our commentators, but your prediction.
You're always pushing me to the wall. You're always pushing me to the wall. Nsoatreman.
Accra Lions in Nsoatreman.
The bookmakers are ready, but you know, I'll give my prediction after halftime.
No, every time that's what you say. Let's hear your prediction this afternoon.
I think now.
Looking at the two sides.
Looking at
what Accra Lions have done so far, 3 games in the league, and Nsoatreman, they played only 1 game. You think?
When I should talk about form guide, cohesiveness, and a team that is really prepared, because Nsoatreman just came from Africa. So, you know, they knew there is a battle ahead of them. That the team is just together. Unlike Accra Lions, that has a depleted team now trying to put a team together. I'll go for a drawn game for Nsoatreman.
Okay, so a draw game this afternoon. That's Najid. Najid says it's going to be a drawn game between Accra Lions and Nsoatreman. What about you, watching us at home? Phil, your take on this game, your prediction?
I would go for a 1-1, a scoring draw.
Oh, but the same thing.
Okay, so 1-1.
Yeah.
So we're not going to see lots of goals this afternoon.
No,
Phil has always predicted goals. So for this time around, I want the goals to come.
No, I watch the teams before I do predict. When I saw that there were going to be goals. I mentioned that there were going to be goals, and we had 4. This game, I don't see too many goals, but there will be a goal in the game.
Okay, so definitely there is going to be a goal or goals.
Over 1.5.
Over 1.5.
So the bookmakers are watching.
Okay, so over 1.5 at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. It's Accra Lions versus Nsoatreman, and it's going to be an exciting game this afternoon. Look at the kids, very young at like 2 or 3 years, and he's enjoying the Ghana Premier League already.
I wanted to add something when Najid talked about our old players.
Yeah.
Back then, when we were young, when we were going to play football, we normally put powder on us. Yeah. You remember Abladekuma Shamokwe?
Yeah.
Before getting onto the pitch,
yeah,
put powder all over.
That's a mind game.
Exactly. But then I'm talking about the kids. We used to do that when we were young.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So nowadays, you don't see the young boys trying to play football like players do now. And we need to revive that. It all starts from us. That's the most important thing.
And to add to that, at first, let me tell you, as a young lad, I play for Academic House. No, I can sit down and name when Kotoko is going to play against Accra.
Phil is asking whether you've kicked football before.
I play for Sports Council. I play for Cornerstones. I play for Kingfisher. No, I've played football.
You know, that's what boys do. Every boy will say,
no, I'm a player. People can just test it. They are watching Metro TV. They are watching original TV. As at now, I'm still the darling boy. That's why they call me.
What was your position?
I play number 10, typical number 10. That's why they call me the darling boy. You don't know. That is, I'm telling you. We will play a match. I think that there will be a football match.
And that reminds me, talking of my days at Kuku Jimiku. Kuku Jimiku at Tessan, Kuku Jimiku Football Club at Tabeka Junction, Tessano. The best left back ever in Ghana.
Kuku Jimiku ever.
But you have seen me play, right?
Yes.
I believe on 2 occasions.
But so I'm still.
We are not here because of you. We are here.
That's what I was saying. I can sit down. When Accra Suffolk is playing against Kotoko, I can name the starters now for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Maybe Edward Ansa, Franka Mankwa, Akosia Pia, Frempong Manson, Imano Ampia, Ade Chenchehin, Stanley Abra, Safu Jemfi, maybe Prince Poli. I can name all those players. So I think that Accra Lions, the initiative that they've taken, all the other teams should emulate that. I'm telling you, when they emulate that, it will really help us, because at the end of the day, our youth, this young lads, we are watching television. We watch television when other teams are playing. Let's talk about other countries when they are playing. You see kids there wearing the jerseys of their icons. So that is what we want to do here in Ghana. Now we want to see the kids when they are coming. They should wear the jersey of Augustine Okra, number 10, Bechem United. They should wear that jersey and let us see. That is what we want other teams to emulate. Now, when you go to Kumasi and Asante Kotoko, when you go to Accra House of Folk, Hamza Issa, this is Hamza, he says Jesse. Let the kids wear and let them emulate what they should be their mentors. It is time that we should just invest in our own. It is time that we should take care of our own. Forget about the foreign leagues. Ghana Premier League is back. We have wonderful and serious players that are playing. Today, we are going to see so many players. This last, I saw when Accra Lions played the other time. I saw a guy who played in the tribal tournament. I said, "Wow!" So you are here now. I just feel happy that seeing this guy. So at the end of the day, other teams, Kotoko, Accra Suffolk, they should have even taken the initiative, not Accra Lions.
Okay, so we live on Original TV, live on Metro TV, and also we also live on Alpha TV as well as on the Ghana Football Association app. This is the Ghana Premier League Matchday 4 at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. It's Accra Lions versus Nsoatreman Football Club. Very soon we'll be handing over to our commentators for the game. So Najid, very soon we'll wrapping up from the studios.
Yeah, looking at the spectators and the audience in the stadium now, I think that to me the love, bringing back the love. I'm now seeing that slogan, bringing back the love, because when we're sitting at the studio, you can see parents holding their kids' hands for them just to witness what is going on, and I think that it really helps. the love is really coming again. I will plead with each and everyone, all and sundry. Ghana Premier League is back to our doorsteps, and we ought to appreciate our own. We ought to appreciate our own, because at the end of the day, if we don't appreciate our own and we appreciate other leagues, it's really going to affect our league. In Nsoatreman, they are from the Broad region. They are here in Ghana. They are here in Accra now. People have not seen some of the players of Nsoatreman, but today when you come here, you are going to see the coach of Nsoatreman. That is Yapreko. Today when you come here, you are going to see this Accra Sofogla, that small boy. I forgot his name. What is his name? He played for Accra Sofogla. He was transferred to Red Tamale United. Then he came to Nsoatreman. I've really forgotten his name. It's a young lad. He was transferred to Red Tamale United, and now he's with Nsoatreman. He was one of their talisman, one of the best players, a ball juggler, a dribbler, very wonderful player. You are going to see him here. So I think that today we are going to witness one of the best football games in our Premier League. They all believe in possessive football. Tactically, the two coaches are young coaches, which means that we are going to see intelligence. So to me, best game this afternoon. People should stay glued to original, Metro, Alpha. If you don't have, just take your phone, go to the app, AFA or GFA app. You're going to get the match live there.
All right. So, what are which some of the players we should take note of? Talking of the two sides, we have some young lads looking at the Accra Lions, their previous games. We saw exciting boys in the setup, new players, even though most of them are inexperienced, but they are. In fact, they are lovely to watch. So, Phil, any of the players?
I would say Abdul Rahman and Ezekiel Dio. They are the strikers for Nsoatreman, and they've been fantastic. No, they are the strikers for Nsoatreman. They've been fantastic. Their movements and trying to get a link-up play from the midfield has been very, very positive. And I think today, what they bring to bear would definitely come from the wings, because the wing backs are definitely going to be part of their main game. They are going to be the suppliers, and that's what we want to see. I would commend the coaches so far in the Premier League. They've been fantastic. They've given entertainment to all.
All right, so the two sides are ready, and we live on Metro TV, Original TV, Alpha TV, and the game is on at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. So our commentators, over to you. It's Accra Lions versus Nsoatreman Football Club.
Good afternoon to you. Thanks for hanging around, and welcome to the University of Ghana Sports Stadium as Accra Lions and Nsoatreman FC opens Matchday 4 of the Ghana Premier League. Well, two teams walking onto the pitch, 28 degrees Celsius, but feels like 33 degrees Celsius. Wind speed of 24 kilometers per hour. And we are getting ready for this game. Nsoatreman back in a GPL action after quite a disappointing exit at the second Premier. Well, so that's Nsoatreman after losing to Algeria side Constantine 3-0 on aggregate. It's a closed chapter, but they have tasted from the wells of continental football. Lessons learned the hard way. Perhaps it will illuminate their path forward as they enter the fray against Accra Lions side, desperate to break their Williams drought in a season that can be described as inferior to the last two. Benefiting just a point from a possible 9, the home side is ravenous for victory this afternoon. Here's the 5th meeting between both sides, sharing the spoils in the last encounter at Nsoatre, 1-1 it ended. Collins Kujo opened the scoring account on the 6th minute before Nsoatreman leveled up to Bernard Kessie on the 25th minute for Accra Lions. Well, my name is Scott Victor, and certainly I'll be having Phil alongside me for commentary duties. Our referee for this game is Klumauli, and he'll be assisted by Kate next. Assistant referee 2 is going to be George Awini Sajge, and the 4th official will be Opoku Gabriel Ahin for this game. And that's a confirmation of the names of the referees for you. Looks to be a very, very interesting game after Nsoatreman's African campaign fell in waters. Oh, that's a Pretoria shot of the stadium for you as we take you through Accra Lions starting lineup with former Hasselhoff goalkeeper outside Kojo Bonsu returning to the sticks, having his 4th game in a row, and the man who's been called to the Black Galas' camp by coach Masoud Didi Dramani Ali will be the captain for Accra Lions in this game, and also well as Boateng Tahiru Musa Hamzata will be at the back line, as well as George Paku. Well, for Nsoatreman FC, they have their usual starting 11 with Ebenezer Setre who will be at the centre back position, Kwabena Idumaida, as well as Stephen Diu, Daniel Amu, Mohamed Isaka, all returning to the starting lineup for the Bono-based team. And some of the substitutes there, quite surprising. Benjamin Chivanyo, the former national under 70 captain, sitting on the bench in this game. Great coach Yao Preko, another quality lad. We'll talk about him if he flashes on the screen. That's Nsoatreman in their favorite predominant blue top and red shorts. And that's the center referee, Klumauli. Now let's making sure that things are ready for this game. Well, Accra Lions also returning to this venue after the Accra Sports Stadium was shut down. It's almost all the teams looking for alternative venues. They followed in the footsteps of Accra Hasselhoff. So here's the man, Ibrahim Tanko, coach for Accra Lions, a man who's got a rich history, I must tell you. Best youth player in Germany, 1993, European Champions League winner, 1996 with Borussia Dortmund, 2-time German Bundesliga winner in 95 and 96 as well. He's got a rich CV. The coach has been also handed the national under 23 side, the Black Meteors, leading them to Egypt 2019 as they lost to South Africa in a penalty shootout. And he's got his opponent man, another national asset in the person of coach Yao Preku. It's another big gaffer for the Nsoatreman based team. That's the man reciting his prayers. Here's the Accra Lions goalkeeper Bonsu, and here's the man Yao Preku. And he came after coach Maswell Kunedu decides to join Black Leopards in South Africa somewhere in July, and he's been a quality coach, not the best of African campaign, but he'll manage that one. Also Phil is here, and it's a big 90 minutes we've got on hand.
A big 90 minutes. It's a great day. The weather is so nice. The players are geared up for action.
So certainly we are underway at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. It's Accra Lions versus Nsoatreman in this big clash. Oh, that's the first shot there coming off from Nsoatreman's player. What a hit, less than 20 seconds already. And they are making in catching at goal. Well, it's Ali who started all the way from the back for Accra Lions. Will leave it for his goalkeeper. Well, Ali is one of the players who's been caught up to the Black Meteors camp. Well, I beg your pardon, to the Black Galaxies camp instead. The only Accra Lions player to have gotten a call up. So he'll go through a figure on the left hand side. That's going to be Accra Lions' first throw in this encounter with Setre impeding that play. Edu has got an Edu made a lovely ball looking for the man in a 23 shot. Can he find him? Abdul-Rahman looking to turn away from Ali, and that'll be Nsoatreman's first corner kick of the game.
A great play at the wings. They're trying to use the wings to probably get the ball into the 18.
Well, let's see if they can use the wings to get the balls into the 18. After they've got a corner kick from the right hand side, and it's Osai Bonsu who goes behind it. We'll be looking to send on a Zat's perfect one into Accra Lions penalty box. As they push a lot of bodies up front with the likes of Husseini Neymar, who is the captain on the side. It's brought across. It's Metz. Again, is well taken care of by Bonsu. He's got no issues dealing with that one. Nsoatreman really seen most of the ball in the last 2 minutes of the game. Accra gives the ball away to Lawrence. Hamzat lifts it for his captain, Ali. And Nsoatreman once again regain possession. And Samu will bring this forward. That's a poor play. And still Accra Lions teasing really Nsoatreman out of their defensive cell. This time around from the right hand side. It's dropping into the middle. Paku. They find Shapiga. Oh, that's a lovely play. Tahiru was being searched for. Sakwa, a shot a while ago, and that's another Nsoatreman's throw in from the right hand side. What a campaign they've had in Africa after just 3 years of being in existence. Oh, lovely play from the captain. Walid Neymar will switch play to the left hand side, picks the man. In the 22 sets, Abdul-Rahman. Well, he's trying to turn out his marker at the edge. And he brings it back. He opts in to drift into the middle, but it will be retained. Where the side Bonsu sends it across, looking for the big man, Abdul-Rahman. That is well picked up by the former Hasselhoff stop man. He's been red hot selects within his own 2 sticks. Lawrence. Accra Lions trying to construct something beautiful once again. From the right hand side, finds Hamzat. He's looking for that space. The former Cape Coast Metro Stars player. What you got to keep an eye on Apiga. We've also got cross sessions of some of our good friends here to enjoy this game. Well, the last 4 meetings between these two sides have always gone the way of Accra Lions, winning 2. Where the Nsoatreman picking 1 victory, and the last one ending a stalemate. Ali for Lions. And still Accra Lions at least trying to weigh the size of their opponent in this fixture. Hamzat. And it's back to his goalkeeper, Bonsu. I'll now find it. Where Hamzat is best, returns it back to his goalkeeper. At least he's seen most of the ball and needs to be very careful. On the occasion, with the way they are playing. Warte kicks it up. Adomaku, here he comes. Labo, Accra Lions is spawned into the box. Oh my goodness, that is a real hit from Dankwa.
That was a well hit, but he didn't get his direction right. The ball went over the bar. But he had players in the box. He should have passed to one of them to probably connect to the goal.
Just look at it. It's a lovely run, isn't it? From Alado. Oh, lovely play to connect to Dankwa. He should have buried that one. But he decides to go for the long hit. Blasting it into the skies. And certainly goalkeeper Sabi is not going to be perturbed about that chance that came away of Lions. As the Nsoatreman once again will have a twin advantage. He stopped. Wote, referee. Mauli Klu noticing something. It's a very energetic build-up from the two sides, really teasing each other. But I must say that the best chance so far in the last 6 minutes have come away of Accra Lions. It was such a glorious chance, and it was fluffed. Oh, there's the junior side. They also will love to have glimpses of the beautiful action on Matchday 4. It's been really, really difficult for last season. Second place team finishing 51 points behind Samatex 1996 with 14 wins, 9 draws, and 11 losses. Here it comes up, it's floated up front, but again, nobody there to pick it up for Accra Lions. Dankwa's run, just too late to hatch onto it. As we have a cross section of the bench. Nsoatreman back to his goalkeeper. It's now to the left hand side. It's brought up front, but it's headed back by Ali. Maida. It's a lovely play, on-looking play from Walid Neymar, and it's picked up in the middle by Tahiru. He fails to gather the broken pieces in the middle. Daniel Amwa. And that's another advantage for Accra Lions. Throwing advantage. That's another foul situation on the line. Nsoatreman FC beating Younger Postels on Matchday 1 by 2 goals to 0. As they bring this attack, oh, slot forward by Konetano, comes on the woodwork and is cleared away by Apega.
That was a brilliant play. He took a spot. It's unfortunate.
But here comes the break one. It's well guarded by Nsoatreman. Well, he's watching it all the way and will prevent that danger. I'm just talking about this man. Ebenezer Nsoatreman. Also one of the most dependable players for Nsoatreman, even in Africa. And it just tells you that this was the earlier on chance. The Jew Maida couldn't reach it, but it was the captain who found it, and he fails to connect it beyond goalkeeper Bonsu. Nsoatreman. That's a poor header. Oh my goodness, what was he doing, Dankwa?
He wanted to attempt a bicycle kick, but the defender was there to stop the ball.
That's a great play back to his goalkeeper, Hamzata. That's bizarre defending from Nsoatreman.
Isaka could have easily left the ball for his goalkeeper, but rather he wanted to keep the ball, possess the ball, and probably find a colleague. He lost the ball.
Oh, certainly becoming another Accra Lions player to get his name onto the score sheet as far as these encounters with Nsoatreman are concerned. Yaya Mohammed is the player with the number of highest goals as far as these two sides are concerned. Tahir have just joined the list of players who've managed to score with Abdurrahman Mohammed also scoring in previous encounters. And it's back to Hamzata. The Left hand side. Fanapiga. Piga was trying to connect to Alado. Scored against Karela. Also coming through from Atlantic FC. Nsoatreman, here they come. Lovely ball looking for Dumaida. And Piga stops it. It's up front again. Alado. But that's a very, very dangerous play from Nsoatreman FC.
Nsoatreman are trying to defend, but I believe the centre backs are hesitant a bit, making mistakes at the back.
That's the goal. Our list coming from Abdul Rahman, and it's well stopped once again. Such a clever play from Accra Lions backline. Just means that they are very, very careful in this game. The likes of Apiga, Mohamed, Hamza Zaid, and Adumaku, or really keeping your eyes in this game. For the MTN FA Cup winners,